So here I am pretending to be a beauty channel. Hello. So today I decided to do something and I don't really know why I decided to do it, but I just want to do it, so I'm going to do it. And that is the products I regret buying video. And I've seen a lot of other people do this and I love watching these videos, and so I was like, I'm going to contribute to the cause here. And I am filming under the ocean, if you can tell. These are my friends. The sneeze literally got so close and then it just... So anyway, I just have a few products here and they're all drugstore because I'm cheap. So everybody always does their little disclaimer where they're like, just because this doesn't work for me, doesn't mean that it won't work for you. So I'm gonna jump right into this and let's get this all started. Okay, so the first product I have right here is actually this stipple brush by e.l.f. And this isn't at all on my list because it's a bad product. It's just I really don't have a use for it. Like, I don't know if it's stippling or stipling because I've always thought it was like stipple, but then everybody else is stipling, so I don't know. I don't speak makeup. I've just always heard people saying that they use this to apply foundation, and so I was like, oh, I'll get one too, you know. And then it's just, it doesn't hold its like shape or anything. There's just, it's not sturdy enough. But it's not that it's like, if I knew what to use this for, I would probably love it. But it's just that I don't have a use for it, so therefore I kind of regret buying it, even though it was only $3. But $3 down the tube. Could have gotten like 2 beefy 5-layer burritos from Taco Bell. This next product is also from e.l.f. It is the Shine Free Oil Blotting Sheets. And these, again, I don't think it's because it's literally a bad product, but I think it's because I just don't have a use for it. I don't have excessively oily skin. I sometimes get a little bit of oil like around my nose and everything, but I think everybody does. And I think if you have really oily skin, these work. But my skin never really gets oily enough to the point where there's just sitting oil on there. And so if it did, these would probably be great. But it was like I got these for prom actually because I heard not to use powder to touch up everything because you'll start looking cakey, and I was like, okay, I'll get oil blotting sheets. That's what they look like. It's just a little sheet, and it honestly looks like those things that like if you go and like buy donuts somewhere, that little sheet that you have to use to like hold it, it feels exactly like that, and so I'm convinced it's the same thing. Next product is a product that I really wish I had done some research on before I purchased it, because I've always heard so much hype around the Wet n Wild eyeliners. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of just like the standard liquid eyeliner that you get. It's cheap and it works. But oopsies, I was wrong. But this stuff is terrible. It is literally the hardest. Like, I've used multiple liquid eyeliners and this one is near impossible to apply. It has a felt tip, which at first I was drawn to because felt tip eyeliners are normally nice, to me at least. It feels like you're literally using a marker. But this, the formula is just so like, so thick that it's just like, it takes forever to dry. And so my problem is during prom, like not only was this applicator so hard to use, but like I would finally get it on my eye well, and I would like just look over and it would transfer. And it was so frustrating. I literally spent like 45 minutes right before prom trying to get this to work, and my boyfriend was there trying to comfort me because I was like on the verge of tears because I was just like, when they say H2O proof, they do mean it. You cannot mess up with this eyeliner, because if you do, you are screwed. And I learned that the hard way. So this is one that I actually like, looking at this makes me angry. I do not like this at all. The next thing I have right here is also something that I got for prom. And it is the e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzer. I've been looking up and like just watching a whole bunch of makeup tutorials, and they would always use bronzer, and I thought, oh, I need to use bronzer. But I literally like, what do you do with this? I don't know, because I thought that it was supposed to be for contouring. But like this is orange. Like, this is a very like when they say bronze, this is like a true bronze color. It's very shimmery. It's not shimmery like sparkles, but it's just like metallic. And it's pigmented and everything, and this was only $1. So I mean, for $1, it's not that it's a bad product. It's just, again, I don't have a use for it. Next, I have a product that I'm kind of on the fence about. I like it in some ways, and in other ways I don't. It is the e.l.f. matte lip color. When they say it's matte, they mean it. This has no shine whatsoever, and this is in the coral color. And so I thought that it was going to be more orange, but like, it's really not that orange. It's kind of salmon color, and it doesn't really show up that much on me. I know so this isn't really one that I regret buying so much, but I'm just kind of like, I don't use it much. Next, I have another product that I'm also kind of on the fence about, and it is the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear Nail Color. I got this in green and yellow, and it was right around the springtime, and so this was a few years ago, and so it was, you know, they were spring colors back in like 2011, and I'm actually wearing the yellow right now. But the problem I had with this polish is that it is like super opaque. And some people may think that's a good thing, but it was to the point where it didn't even look like nail polish. Like, it makes your nails look fake. The yellow is a little better, but still, it looks almost like you put like Play-Doh on your fingernails. Like, you know, when like you used to, like, at least when I was a kid, and I still do it sometimes. If I had like Play-Doh or something, I would press it onto my nails to make it look like I like, oh, look at my nails, oh. And to me, this looks the same. And it also stains your nails, or that's what it did to me. At least I put it on my toenails, and I put the yellow on my toenails, and it literally, like, my toenails were yellow for like a year. And it looked so gross because it looked like I had some sort of a problem. All in all, I regret the green, definitely, because it's just kind of gross. At first I thought it was like a pretty spring green, but it's kind of more like vomit color. Next, I have the NYC Smooth Skin Liquid Makeup, and this actually I purchased just for Halloween because it was the lightest shade, but the funny thing is that it actually matches my skin tone. But my problem with this makeup is that it is so chalky, and it smells like literally disgusting. It's so potent. It's not one of those, like, most makeups aren't going to smell like flowers and sunshine, but most of the time when you put them on your face, they kind of like calm down a little bit, but this doesn't. I literally, I sometimes will use this as I run out of like my normal foundation before I can buy a new one. I would try to mix it with moisturizer that was like scented to try to mask this gross scent, but like, I honestly don't even know how to explain the way it smells, but it's like, and maybe this is just like a bad batch or something, but it's just like, I'm just don't. Next, I have another NYC product, which is the Smooch Proof 16-Hour Lip Stain. And this, again, was just, I like the packaging. Honestly, I've heard other people talk about this and they didn't like the packaging, but I like the packaging because it is so easy. It's just like, literally like a marker. But my problem with this is that it doesn't last. Literally, you put this on and you have a drink or eat anything and it's gone. And secondly, I understand it's a lip stain and not like one of those long wear lip colors, but this is so sheer. It literally, like, that's it right there. If you can even see it, it does the exact same thing as if you ate, like, it almost does less than if you ate a popsicle, and you know, like, after you eat the popsicle, you know, your mouth is stained and everything. It gives you less color than that. And the color that it does give you looks very popsicle-y. Like, hold on, I haven't even applied this in so long, but like, but see, like, I'm wearing it right now. You can't even tell. Can't even tell. And then watch this. It's 16-hour, smooch proof. Oh, look. It rubbed off. Oh. Next, I have the St. Ives Fresh Skin Apricot Cleanser. Once again, another product that I really wish I had looked up more about before I purchased it. It was kind of an impulse thing. I'd been wanting a new cleanser, and I was also wanting to go kind of like a more natural rude. And this was cheap. It's been around since the beginning of time, and so I was like, I might as well try this. And I didn't look up any reviews or anything, and I hate this so much. I understand that when something is sulfate free, it doesn't lather, and that on your face, that's supposed to be a good thing. Like, it's not good to have harsh sulfates and everything on your face. I understand that. But this just flat out doesn't work. Literally, when you wash your face with it, it does nothing. I still feel like the slickness of like the oil and the dirt underneath it, and it's gross. And I've even heard horror stories about this is a scrub, and I didn't realize that until afterward, but like the little chunks, which I think are like apricot pit ground up or whatever, that actually getting into people's eyes. And that is scary. I've used other things that were sulfate free that worked so much better than this. I don't know if it's just personally because of the type of skin I have that this doesn't work for me, but all in all, I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. And when you look on the front, it seems like a great thing because it's like 100% natural extracts, dermatologist tested, paraben free, but it's also good results free. So, never again. Lastly, I have probably the worst product out of here, and it's something that I absolutely should have known. It is the Wet n Wild Coverall Cover Stick. I literally got this for $1. It was on sale at CVS, and so I was like, oh yeah, I'll get this. It is so thick. You can't blend this at all whatsoever, and it is literally orange. It is orange. It's not like a salmon color that's nice to balance out like dark circles. It is orange, and it doesn't blend at all. It like sinks into all of your holes, well not the holes, pores, holes. And I just don't like it at all. I went through a phase of trying to use it, and it was just, I didn't like it. I will not repurchase this, obviously, and I do regret buying it, even though it was only $1. So yeah. Anyway, this is the end of my video. Thank you to anybody who actually watched this. I hope it wasn't boring, even though it probably was. Anyway, go ahead and subscribe if you want to, but you don't have to. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye!